You're gonna be a pain in the rear, maybe. Maybe I switch up to the heavy broadaxe. It's still not at 1.0. Do I need more shield, maybe? Shield up to 19? I don't think training more axes actually helps. Could be wrong, though. I'm again grateful that we at least have electricity resistance. Otherwise, that would have been an impossible fight. We would have just had to try to retreat out as quickly as possible. Hello, my friends. Oh, hey, it's Fuzz Aldrin. How about that? Okay, I'm not gonna do especially well against Torment. Yeah, there we go. Thanks for that. At least with axes, we take care of most of the mushrooms while we deal the majority of our damage to the big old toe themselves. But holy moly. Okay, there we go. Chance number 2. Come on, Bessie. Hey, there she is. Perfect. So even as is, AC only decreases by 1, so definitely going to be worth it to make the swap here. Let's just enchant this son of a gun right on up. Then head to an upstairs so that we don't get walked in on as we're changing, because that could be a very awkward encounter. And there we go. Now we're up to 3 pips of willpower. Cold is not great. I guess we have this cold vulnerability, right? Okay, so just be careful against cold enemies. How hard is that, right? It's not like I've ever foolishly forgotten such qualifications before, so I'm sure we'll be just fine. Regardless, we'll finish off this floor, and then potentially it'll be worth it to try chugging back another mutation potion here, seeing how it all shakes out. Maybe we get lucky. Get rid of all the worst effects that we're currently dealing with. Ooh, +1 barding. If I didn't already have one, that would have been just lovely. Okie dokie. And with that, so if we take another peek here, I'd like to keep clarity, but both these negatives, they're not even that bad, but I have lots of mutation potions, especially with the double effectiveness. So let's chug that down. We still, unfortunately, sometimes lose the ability to drink potions when taking damage. But in a vacuum, that's not the end of the world. That is probably just fine, in fact. Because now we have good resistances across the board. We're feeling confident, feeling good about ourselves. And let's just head once more into the breach, shall we? We'll see if we end up deciding that maybe we want like the reflection branded amulet or something like that, but otherwise I think we're pretty much in the prime condition of our life here, and good to just continue on, if not all the way to the end, at least clear out this floor and most of the next, and then we can decide where we wish to go from there, if we want some more experience / treasure, or if we just head right into the thick of it and see how we fare in the lungs of Zot. Shall we? Again, just a little bit further to go, as Trog gives us a +10 War Axe of Revolt. Thanks, Trog, but no thanks. I am good with our current setup. And let's just finish off the rest of this level, shall we? Only a little bit left to go. Perfect. And that should be just about it. Beautiful. Let's check out our final Zot floor. Just dip our toes in, explore just a smidge, see where our lungs are situated. Classic double trapped. Expect nothing less. One of which is an alarm trap, so that's perfect. Well, I don't really want to go through a Zot trap or an alarm trap. I guess the Zot trap I can at least do some blinking shenanigans. And otherwise, this lung is actually looking pretty good. Nice, clear, open areas. Good teleport trap placement as well, all things considered. Yeah, if I can just avoid the left side completely, I would be happy with that. Oh, and our first Orb of Fire. Hello, my friend. What to do with you? The electricity is not going to do anything. This is why I had the heavy brand. In fact, maybe I haste a heavy brand. Oh, that's an enraged. Oh no. Oh, and they're right Quicksilver, so they got rid of my haste too. So we're gonna haste up. We're gonna might. Then I'm just gonna try and kill you. 70 base attack rating, attacking at 0.6. So we attack nice and quick. Not too shabby. Pretty heavy in the resource department there, but that's fine. In fact, actually, what we should do... Oh, nice, they are A and B, actually, now that I look at it. That's wonderful. Let's finish exploring the rest of the floor. Hopefully nothing is quite as terrifying as an enraged Quicksilver Dragon mixed with an Orb of Fire, because that was not the Christmas present I asked for sure. We never did end up getting any summoning scrolls, interestingly enough, so we can't go with the Total War strats, which is one of my most, or rather one of the most entertaining ways, in my opinion, to deal with the lungs, but that's fine. Am I ready to just head into it? Is there anything else I should prep before doing so? I mean, we're probably pretty good. We could do Elf if we really wanted. Could do Crypt, of course, which we usually don't in general on this channel. I mean, we can probably just head into it. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be potentially terrifying, but we should be okay at the end of the day here. Well, my friends, goodbye, and some more friends, perfect. Nice little kill corridor here, at least, that we can lead them all back to. And yes, you Kiddlywinks as well. Thank you kindly. Perfect. Welp. Let's just keep evoking Blink until we get put in here. Fantastic. Don't enrage my Orb Guardian friend, please. Perfect. Oh gosh. Don't roll into the trap, please and thank you. Thank you, game, for warning me. Kind of forgot about my rampage there temporarily, but that's fine. Ooh, Killer Clown is always a lot of fun, and okie dokie. Here's where we haste. Oh, you know what? I swapped into the heaviness, and then I realized we do have this teleport trap here at least, which is kind of a lifesaver. We have full fire resistance, still hasted. Maybe I'll might up as well. Yeah, Berserk Rage is very bad. I must have gotten Berserkitis mutation at some point during this encounter. Let's just chill here. Out of sight, out of mind. I think one of the Orbs of Fire went through the teleport trap. No idea where they ended up, but that's fine. We'll just blow up and pretend we don't know nobody. That's perfect. So, okay, shield went up to 19. You're still at 1.1. Man. Guess if I swapped you, are you gonna tell me? Cannot be improved with additional weapon skills, all you say. Doesn't say it's being slowed by anything, unfortunately, so... Guess that's just the, one of the great mysteries of the universe. Okay, haste up, and just try to slap away. Holy moly, yeah, that's a lot of mutations, alright. Hello, my Berserk friends. And let's plop away. Let's see. Any of these uncontrollable tempers probably pretty bad. I actually don't really have any good ones right now. And Frailty's also on that list. So let's just start chugging, shall we? Beak for a mouth, so we lost our helmet there, unfortunately. But that's fine. Still have Frailty and a bit of, just a tinge of anger. So let's chug one more and see where we end up. Okay, we get a tail. Always interesting. Passively dampen the noise of our surroundings. Yeah. But otherwise, That's good enough for me. Got a bit of extra AC while we're at it. We'll keep the rest in case we desperately need some more in the final few moments here. And otherwise, should be able to just finish off. I'm hoping there's not too much left for us to deal with. Oh, I didn't see... Nice. Okay, no alarm traps in the actual vault chamber, which is a bit of a shock to me for sure. I'm used to there being just a plethora of them hanging around, a cornucopia of marks to hang out with. And hello, my Berserk Guardian friends. There we go. Okay, and then are we just gonna get the heck out of Dodge? Once again, I find myself in the position of like, is there anything else that we'd want to do before we head out to increase the odds of survival? I don't think so. Experience level 23 is probably one of the quicker exits we've had. I mean, speaking a bit hastily there, if we exit, if we make it out alive here, it will be just such a thing. So, I think we pick up. We actually read a teleportation, then step on teleportation. Then step on teleportation. Then head to step on teleportation. Step on teleportation. Ah, and then we read one to cancel the effect because we landed perfectly this time. Lovely. And with that, let's just start heading right for the top, shall we? Hello, my cherubic friend. Let's just ignore you. Just walk away, shall we? And so far, nothing too tricky to deal with. This son of a gun could be a pain in the rear, but fortunately they don't manage to do so. Huh? Excuse me? Oh, I guess they hit me, so their chaos effect berserked me. Oh, that's fun. Let's bring out the heavy axe. Try to kill our Hell Sentinel friend. Perfect. You know, heavy weapon actually kind of sick on this character. Now that's cheating. If Telly failed 2 times in a row, I'm supposed to die. You know, you're not wrong for sure. Normally that would very much be the case. Oh geez, as we just keep getting tormented here, please back off, my friends. Let's head to a stairwell before we again do the rest dance and hopefully get a bit of health back. There we go, lovely. In fact, yeah, intelligence is down to wait, what? Very confused there for a moment, but oh, I'm brainless. Oh. Wow, okay, I was just talking about that. Do I have anything that gives me intelligence? I dropped my intelligence ring earlier. Oh no. Welp. That's not great. Does mean we're permanently slowed here. We do have a lot of haste at our disposal. We can also just do enough damage. Okay, I have regained my brain. There we go. Ooh, me oh my. We have fun here, folks. Oh gosh. No thank you. No thank you, my tits middle friend. Jeez Louise. Enemies just coming up the wazoo here. Constant inspiration by all of our new friends. Oh, Calco Demon could turn me brainless again. Please don't. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. How kind of you. Ah, and what do you do here? Orb of Destruction, Dimension Anchor could suck. Otherwise, you're not horrible. You know what? Let me get some fog here real quick. And you know what? Blink probably not strictly necessary, but I'm gonna blink to the stairwell here. And then please just give me the heck out of dodge, please and thank you. And should otherwise be in a half decent spot here. Keep on keeping on. Oh, what do you do? Bolt of cold could hurt, but it's not the end of the world. You know what? Let's just take you upstairs, my friend. Drink a, or start a teleportation once again. And just start swinging away. We can see how it goes here. Probably will teleport away before the fight ends, as expected, but definitely working out overall there. Fantastic. And then we can just walk to this stairwell, and let's just keep on keeping on here, shall we? D7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh no. Aquoka. What could I possibly do? Oh, there is a Sigmund here somewhere. Excuse me, brief detour. Sure, it's slightly dangerous, completely unnecessary, and I may regret my decisions for the rest of my life, but more importantly, Sigmund will be dead. So, weighing it all out, I think it comes net positive at the end of the day here. Oh, skip D2, exactly. We had to make up for it. We had to do a bit of the heavy lifting that we'd left behind before. And haste and might, bring out the heavy axe, and murder the Hell Sentinel. Ooh. Okay, it took a bit more damage than I would have liked. But that is interesting. You know, Thalfon earlier was either seriously or jokingly making reference to the 15 rune Trog. Might actually be more applicable now with the heavy brand, because as long as you have speed, the brand attacks as fast as a regular, and then it's just like a better version of Vorpal. Like it's over double the damage, which is wild. Like a very nice damage rating here. But yeah, plus, or not over double, it's plus 10 base. I didn't realize it was plus base damage. That's wild. Because then yeah, if you train up the skill, if you get a bunch of strength, I'm actually even curious, like does this make training the skill above min delay more worth it with a heavy brand, just because you get an absurd multiplicative effect here? Maybe? Because that's wild, for sure. But anyway, thank you so much, Dan Brandy, for the GG, because yes, we've done it, gone to the top, checking off Armator, adding it to the list of species. In fact, you know what, maybe I should have rolled with it. For anyone who wasn't here right at the start of today's stream, I stumbled on my intro and I started doing our usual routine, trying to get a win with every species, and I corrected myself, but turns out I wasn't wrong, because we were adding Armator to the list here, unofficially bringing back our Great Player status, while on top of that, getting Trog off the list for our Polytheist series here. We of course got Trog from a Fated Altar. I'm still kind of sad that we didn't get Jivia, because that was the other option, and that would have been a huge load off of our chest in regards to future options here. But regardless, pretty smooth run all in all. We'll do our usual routine here. In fact, let's chug all these mutations. I'm kind of curious, with the additional poison effects, or potion effects I should say, how many mutations do I end up with? Almost nothing, but look at everything that happened in the interim. Now how about that? Perfect. I also just realized at the end of the stream here that I think I had something in my beard. Hopefully that wasn't anything too terrible. I did just eat some leftover pizza beforehand, so could have been the worst case scenario. If so, I apologize for being a disgusting slob, but it is what it is. I don't know, I'll keep chugging things, or I could keep chugging things, but let's just go with Ambrosia and then stumble my way out, shall we? and fantastic. I guess overall, I really enjoyed the Armator. Pretty fun character. I mean, not super different feeling than the Palantonga. I liked the innate kind of rampage better than the rolling charge, because it just had a bit more of an effect on the gameplay. I feel like the rolling charge I just never really used on Palantonga, so it didn't really do anything, and that's, you know, not terrible. There's some kind of innate silliness when you're, again, kind of ping-ponging between enemies and rampaging, or not rampaging, that's a loaded terminology now with the Armators, but regardless, I guess dipping and dodging, diving and dodging around is pretty silly, but other than that, I think the Armator takes everything that the Palantonga was and just kind of refines it down to its purest form, and is pretty fun. You know, you don't have the best aptitudes for your weapons or your spell casting, but very good defensive aptitudes, very good defensive stats overall, as well as the innate things, so pretty fantastic. 3 hour speed run, it really is for me. In fact, that there, I wonder how it compares to our Vinestalker was the other one, Venus Fly here. Very close in score, and yeah, definitely our lowest level victory. In fact, let's check this out real quick. If I go to my high scores, win. Very unfortunate Gree here, not a win. 24 is close. I guess Cat, right? Yeah, Cat Von De, of course. I was about to call that one out right in time. Of course, the Feel It is our lowest EXP level overall, but otherwise Demigod and Armator are tied at 23. So very, very interesting. But yeah, 307 versus the 341 of Vinestalker versus the 311 of Meteorin. That was faster than a Meteorin run. I should clarify that, big asterisk. Faster than my Meteorin run, which is probably slow as all, because I'm generally not a quick player. But yeah, Rolling Thunder, way to go, bud. Fastest victory probably that I've ever done. Definitely the fastest that I've done on stream here, so that's interesting for sure. I mean, it didn't even feel that strong. I guess I did get the electric broadaxe fairly early on, and was able to tab my way through everything. I mean, I imagine it could have been slightly faster if I'd gone something like the Black Knight Barding, but pretty solid all in all. Very fun run. And that checks Trog off the list as well now. So we finished Hep, Uskaya, and Trog. And who's going to be next? We could switch over to one of the spellcasting gods, since we've been on a little bit of a break from spellcasters. Alternatively, we could do a similar thing to our Armator here and leave it open-ended, go for like a Fated Altar, continue to take advantage of the new Fated Altar mechanics here in Point 30. I don't know. The world is our oyster.